Tonight, late night guy Johnny Carson was the biggest TV star in the country for almost 30 years, and his sidekick Ed McMahon became almost as well known. But how did it all happen? What was behind the success? A few weeks ago, Mr. McMahon was released from the hospital after hurting his neck, and I talked with him shortly after that.
Here's Johnny.
So what was the magic? 30 years, you and Carson looked seamless, looked easy. It couldn't have been that easy.
We liked each other. We liked each other from the first day.
We'll be right back, right after this one.
But your role was to make him look good.
I love being a second banana. I thought that was a great place to be.
It's from the tropics. This is a night.
Obviously, the smell of olives attracted him.
But he needed somebody there to laugh at his jokes, which you did.
Right. Oh, I was good at that.
The answer to this question, sealed.
Hermetically sealed.
We're not going to get away with it another year.
It sounded like you thought they were really funny.
They were. When I see a clip of him, something we're doing together, I look at it, I laugh at it again. Why not? If it's funny, it's funny.
I knew this would get out in public sooner or later.
I think some people underestimated your talent. Because to do what you did, you had to be thinking all the time, number one, and following his train of thought, because he was speaking extemporaneously off the cuff.
And then come in.
Karnak is attempting to divine an answer while you're sitting here, giggling. May I have silence, please?
Yes. You've had it many times before.
There's a thing they repeat often where he looks at me, he said, what are you doing tomorrow night?
What do you mean you're going to be out of town?
I'm going to be.
Tomorrow's Friday.
I know that, but I can take a day off once in a while. You certainly invented it.
You had him, you nailed him.
Right. Did he ever tell you along the way not to do something?
No, never.
Over 105 in Los Angeles.
Over 105 in Los Angeles.
Did you have an idea in the Art Fern skits?
Hello there, feature film freaks.
Karnak?
Hi, diddle diddle.
Did you have an idea where he was going?
No, I did not.
How do you greet your diddle diddle in the morning?
Really? It was all off the cuff?
We would rehearse in his studio, in his office area, and that's how we did. That's how we rehearsed.
So you rehearsed for what, 35 seconds?
Sometimes it seemed like that.
Why do you repeat everything? I can go to Taco Bell for that. Why do you...
Could you tell when Carson didn't like a guest?
I'd see a look, there'd be that look, he'd look at me and it was like, pretty soon we'd be going to a commercial. But most of the time, people love to be on that show. And if he called you over, if he'd do a thing, he'd do this little rap, he'd be like this, he'd be looking at somebody, and I knew that person was coming over.
You're talking to comedians, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's bring him back for a little bout. The great Friday
It's different now.
Yes.
I do Leno, fairly frequently.
Yeah.
Leno follows in the footsteps of Carson.
Absolutely.
Letterman does not. I respect your opinion. You should respect mine.
Well, yeah, okay.
Carson went through some tough times with marriages and with alcohol. And how did you handle that? Did he confide in you?
Well, he would do that. We would have little conversations once in a while about it. He was a completely different kind of person in this business than you would find anywhere else. And his attitude was, here I am, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to leave. And that was his attitude.
I think Carson would have liked the factor, Mr. McMahon.
Oh, he would have, sure.
Because we're walking a wire every night.
I know that.
And that's what you guys did. You walked the wire every night.
Right. And he loved it.
These are mine.
I have certain guidelines on the show.
I usually say...
But I would give about a year's pay to peek under there.
The beauty was, even if it didn't work, he made it funny.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Sometimes the funniest moments were when the stuff
that's
bombed.
right. When it didn't work. That's right.
No kidding, because I got a surprise for you.
Mr. McMahon, you're a TV icon. We appreciate you coming on in.
Thank you very much. Nice being with you.
I want to thank the gentleman who shared this stage with me for 30 years, Mr. Ed McMahon. I bid you a very heartfelt good night.
The best, no doubt. Pinheads and Patriots.